Hello friends, you're welcome to my channel. Thank you so very much for tuning this channel today. So today I will be teaching how to cut this beautiful baby frock. The picture you're seeing on the screen. I have an Ankara fabric that I will be using for this gown. So I have an important measurement here, which is the length and the bust. These are the two important measurements that I will be using for this baby gown. And the age of this baby is 6 years. So you can take your own measurement. It all depends on the size of the baby. But this is a big gown to this baby, so you can size anybody. The neck will suit anybody. So this is my starting point. I'm not going to mark chalk the front of the Ankara fabric to mark so that you will see. So the back is inside. And I have two pieces here with me. So this is the front and this is the back. I'm placing both of them together at a time because there is no zipper on this gown. So I will just start it like this. This is my tape, and this gown is like an off-shoulder gown. So I'm going to minus 3 inches for this baby, 3 inches for the upper part. So I just place my tape and minus 3 inches. Now the length of this gown altogether is 28 inches, but I will be marking 19 inches here as the length. It's a short gown, it's just on the knee of the baby. So I will add extra 2 inches like this. So I hope you're seeing. I'm going to mark extra 2 inches like this. Now I will hem the upper part like so. I will hem the upper part like this. That's why I'm adding 2 inches to it. Now how to get the width of this fabric. You know the bust is 28 inches. So 28 inches divided by 4, if I fold my tape, that will give me 7 inches. So this is 7 inches like this. I just add extra 6 inches to it. Are you seeing now? So 7 inches is the measurement. I added 6 inches to it, both the sewing allowance and the ease allowance. So how to get the armhole now? I will come to the side. This is the side. This is the folded part. Are you seeing now? This side is folded part. This is the open part. I will come to the open part and mark 3 inches like this. I just go in by 3 inches like so. I'm very sorry my camera did not capture this part very well, which is the armhole area, how I got the armhole. So I want to use this paper now to illustrate it for you guys to understand just the armhole area. So you know I use a 12.5 inches unfold to cut the bodies. That is the width. But this paper is very small, so I want to use it to illustrate the armhole area. This is the open part of the body and this is the folded part of the upper part. I just come to the open part like this. Are you seeing? And I mark 3 inches. So I connect these 3 inches to the upper part like this. Now you remember that I minus 3 inches from the length. So to get the armhole, I'm going to minus the 3 inches also. Now I calculated the armhole, and what I needed to mark this armhole is 6 inches. 6 inches like this. Are you seeing now? Now because I'm going to fold this upper part, I will still use this 6 inches. So let me connect the square line for you to see. Are you seeing now? So this is how the armhole was. Now because it's an off shoulder, I'm not going to cut it like shoulder armhole. I'm going to slant it like this. I just curve it this way. Are you seeing now? Because it's an off shoulder, I'll just curve it this way. So it's different from the shoulder armhole. Then I will fold this part like this, the upper part, the same way that I'm going to hem the upper part. I'll fold it like this and I'll begin to cut it out. So I'll go ahead and cut it out like this. So the whole of this part now is the neck. You just remove 3 inches from this part and you mark your armhole. It's a very simple gown. So now that I've finished cutting the armhole, I'm going to trim off this excess. It's not needed anymore. So this is the length. So if I open it, see what I have now. If I open it, see what I have now. So I'm going to keep this aside. I will move to the down part of this gown. See what I have. The down. You know, we use 19 inches to cut this one, minus 3. So if I minus the 19 inches, like this, the 28, what I have here is 29 inches. I don't have much allowance. If you have much allowance on your own, make sure you add up to 1.5 inches to hem the down and join this part to the main body. But mine is just 1 inch. Then how to get the width of this gather at the down part. If you check what I have here on the body, what I have here is 12.5 inches. So I just double. This is for front and this is for back. Now what I mean is that if I measure this, let me open it and measure it. What I have at the down part of this gown is 25 inches. Now I'm to measure 25 inches times 2, that is 50 inches. I see now. So it's 50 inches I'm using in front, 50 inches I'm using at the back. So I will keep it aside. So I just go ahead now and cut a strap that I will sew on to use it to gather the neck of the gown. So what I have here, the width is 1.5 inch because I'm going to sew it on, and the length of this strap, I use the Ankara length, the whole length. This is a 46 inches. This Ankara is 46 inches. So I'm going to cut it two like this. I'll cut it two like this, one in front, one at the back. So I will go to the machine now and pick this one like this. I'm going to hem the neckline. I'll fold it into 2. I'll fold first of all 1/2 inch inside and double it again like this and run thread on it, both of them. So before I fold the upper part, I'm going to fold the armhole area first. I'll just hem it like this, very tiny. Another thing you can do, you can cut a pieces of fabric to turn it, but I'm going to hem it like this. It's okay for me. I will also hem this part also. Just fold it into 2. Don't make it too big. And you follow the curve the way it is. So I also hem the second one armhole also. I see. Now the next thing to do is to fold the neck. So I will just fold the first one very tiny and fold the second one bigger. See how it is? And top stitch it like this. I fold a little inside and double it. So I will apply the same thing to the second one. So now we'll keep front and back aside and work on the down part, which is the gather. I'm going to open it like this. I will set my hand stitch on a gather. Where I'm holding is the hand stitch. Set it on the last number, the last place is gather. So I will run the gather straight. I'm not going to stitch it. when you get to this part, you don't stitch it also. I'll cut my thread and run the second line. The reason why I'm running this second line, in case I'm dragging the gather and one thread cut, I can fall back to the other one. But if you run only one line, one thread cut, that means you have to start it afresh. So I finished dragging the gather now. See how it is? I'll just place it like this and join the down part. Now the gather is equal with the down of the gown. So I'm going to turn it this way and join it. I will pick the second one of it like this and place the gather this way and join it. So I finished joining the gather now, front and back. The next thing I'm going to do is to sew these pieces. I will fold it into two like this. So I will close it this way and I point my needle like this and turn it like so. This side is open while I close the starting point. You can use your setting pin, but so now I'm going to iron it. So the next thing I'm going to do, you see this part is closed, the starting point is closed. Where I turn it out is not closed. So I'm going to push it in like this and just stop stitch thread on it so that the edge will be neat. And I will pick my setting pin like this and pin it this way. Then insert it inside like this. So I'll pull it out and insert the second one of it. Then the next thing, I'm going to gather it like this. So see what I have now. The beauty of the gown is out. So having done that, the next thing to do, I'm going to close the two sides. I'll just hold it like this and close it. I'll just run it from the armhole till down. So I finished closing the two sides, and I also hemmed it down, very tiny. I also hemmed it down. See how it is. So see how beautiful the gown is. Now this upper part will be the one to tie the neck like this. That is why I minus 3 inches. But no matter the 3 inches that I minus, you just have to tie it according to the size of the baby. So I will just hold it like this and tie. So you tie it the way it will size the baby, and also tie this part and also tie this side. So see how the gown is on my body. So thank you so very much for watching, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel to see more of this